We used to speak in forever, like it was already ours. Now we talk in empty moments, under unfamiliar stars. Your touch began to hesitate, your smile didn't stay. I felt the love growing distant, but I didn't walk away. You said nothing's really wrong, like I couldn't feel the shit. But love doesn't vanish, suddenly it just starts to drift. I watched love disappear right in front of me. In every silence you chose, in every part of me you couldn't see. I held on to what we were while you were letting go. I watched love disappear, and it broke me slow. You stopped saying I need you, started saying I'm fine. I kept reading between the lines, looking for a sign. I blame myself for the distance, try to change my shape. I thought if I loved you harder, you'd choose to stay. You said love shouldn't hurt this much, like payment we were done. But loving you half-hearted is how the deepest hurt comes. I watch love disappear like a fading light. I was still fighting for us, you were giving up the fight. I felt the end in every delay, every promise you broke. I watched love disappear, and I learned how hearts go cold. Some endings don't come crashing down, they arrive without a sound. They're living unanswered questions and love that's not around. I don't hate you for leaving, I hate how long I stayed, watching the one thing I believed in slowly slip away. If I had known the last I love you was really goodbye. I watch love disappear, but I'm learning how to heal. I'm learning love should never make you beg or kneel. I love again without fear, without losing myself. But you'll always be the one who taught me how love can disappear. I didn't lose you all at once, I lost you day by day. I watched love disappear, and quietly walk away. We stopped fighting for answers, stopped asking, are we okay? Your eyes learned how to look past me, my heart learned how to stay. Words sat heavy between us, unsaid but understood. I was screaming on the inside, you said nothing like you could. We used to talk for hours, now we barely spoke at all. Love didn't leave in anger, it faded in the calm. Silence ended us, not goodbye, not the tears we wouldn't cry. It was every how we ended. I filled the space with open. You filled it with escape. I asked you if you still love me. You said I'm just tired lately. I learned how distance feels when you're still lying close. How a heart can feel abandoned by the one it needs the most. You said love shouldn't feel this heavy, like quiet was a phase. But silence doesn't fade on its own, it learns how to stay. Yeah. Silence ended us bit by bit. In the pauses we permit, I kept waiting for your voice, you kept holding back from it. I was begging without words, you were already done. Silence ended us before we ever said we're done. Some endings don't come screaming, they arrive without a sound. They sit between two people until nothing's left to find. I don't hate you for leaving, I hate how we let it be. How love didn't break loudly, it just stopped choosing me. If we had spoken sooner, would we still be here? Silence ended us, but I still try to hear you in the quiet night. I loved you through the distance, through the spaces in between. You stopped reaching out for me. Silence ended us, and I finally see. One day the quiet won't hurt, it won't call out your name. But tonight I'm learning how silence can change everything. I showed you every fragile part I never let the world see. I spoke my truth without a shield. You promised you were safe from me. I loved you in my quiet ways, in words I meant to keep. I trusted you with all my scars. You touched them and they bled. You said my heart was precious, that you never do it harm. But you left fingerprints on places I only showed in trust. You broke me where I was honest, where I loved you without fear. You didn't shatter my defenses, you broke me where I was real. I gave you truth, not armor, I gave you all of me. You broke me where I was honest, and it still lives in me. I didn't play pretend with love, I meant every word I said. I stayed when it felt easier to walk away instead. You knew how much it cost me to open up that door, and still you chose the one thing that I can't ignore. You said I never meant to hurt you, like pain was just a mistake. But breaking someone's honesty is the deepest kind of hate. This is why you broke me where I was honest. But I won't close my heart. I'll just be more careful with the truth I give apart. One day I'll love completely without fear or defense, but you'll always be the reason I learned what honesty costs. I didn't fail at loving you, I loved you truthfully. You broke me where I was honest, but that honesty is still me. We used to talk till morning, like time was on our side. Now silence fills the spaces where we used to collide. Your smile started feeling distant, your touch began to change. I felt the love growing quieter, but I stayed the same. I kept telling myself this is just a phase, but deep down I could feel it slipping away. I watched us fade day by day, like colors losing their name. I held on tighter while you slipped away. I felt you leaving 1,000 small ways before you finally walked away. I loved you through the pain, I watched us fade day by day. You stopped saying I miss you, started saying I'm tired. I kept asking what was wrong, you said nothing and lied. I learned how absence can hurt, even when you're near. How goodbye can start long before it's clear. You said love shouldn't feel heavy like weight, man, we were done. But I was carrying the truth, you were already gone. I watched us fade day by day, like a song losing its sound. I was still trying to save us while you were letting go now. I felt the end in every delay, and every promise that changed. I loved you through the pain, I watched us fade day by day. Some endings don't come crashing down, they arrive flowing quiet in unanswered messages. And nights we stopped trying. I don't blame you for leaving, I blame the space in between, where I kept loving harder while you stopped choosing me. If I had known that last smile was really goodbye, I watched us fade day by day, but I never stopped believing. I thought love could survive if I kept on reaching out. I'm standing in the remains of words we couldn't say. I loved you with everything, I watched us fade day by day. One day I'll love without fear again, without wondering if you'll stay. But tonight I'm letting go of the love I watch fade day by day. held you like a promise, afraid to hold too tight. Every smile was a moment I prayed would last the night. I felt the cracks between us, but I ignored the signs. I thought love meant believing, even when I was blind. You said we had time to figure it out. I trusted every word you said. I didn't know I was already losing you instead. Love slips through my hands like sand in the rain. No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't make it stay. I gave you all I had, you still let go. Now I'm left with empty palms and a heart I don't know. I stayed when it was heavy, when silence filled the room. I spoke in gentle prayers, you answer with the truth. I learned how love can fade without a single sound, how two hearts stop reaching while still standing close around. You said it's not your fault, but that doesn't heal the ache. When loving you was everything I had to give and break. Love slipped through my hands while I held on alone. You were already leaving before I even knew. I gave you all my faith, you gave me the end. Now I'm standing in a space where I forever should have been. Some losses come in silence, not storms, not shattered glass, just promises growing distant and a future in the past. I don't hate you for leaving, I hate how long I stayed, trying to save a love that was already slipping away. If love is meant to stay, why did it feel so thin? But I loved you all the same, even knowing the ending. I'd still speak your name. One day I'll hold a love that doesn't fall apart, but you'll always be the one who taught my heart. I didn't lose you all at once, I lost you